Looking for a new hobby or a great way to get fit? Well, look no further. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about a great activity called cycling. After this presentation, I hope you have a better understanding of what it is, realize the benefits of cycling, and are more aware of the great opportunities to get involved in your community. Cycling is not a new sport. In fact, cycling has been popular in many European countries such as Great Britain and Amsterdam for centuries. However, cycling is on the rise here in the U.S. In fact, cycling is the second most popular outdoor activity in the U.S. today, according to cyclingnews.com. Many business-minded individuals have begun to realize that communities that possess safe and convenient cycling opportunities attract businesses, have higher property values, and have an overall higher quality of life. In fact, some cities have a bicycle sharing system that allows people to borrow a bike from point A and return it at point B. Before we talk about history of cycling, we first need to know what it is. Cycling, also known as bicycling or biking by definition, is using bicycles for transportation, recreation, exercise, or sport, and the people who ride are called cyclists or bikers. Let's talk history. Cycling was one of the 9 original sports in the modern Olympic Games. However, the first recorded race was held on May 3, 1876, in St. Cloud, Paris. It was won by an Englishman named James Moore, who rode a bicycle with solid rubber tires. Cycling has only grown in popularity since then, rising with the introduction of the famous Tour de France in 1903, which covers 1,500 miles, making almost a literal Tour of France. Everyone knows the famous cyclist Lance Armstrong, but there are many other people who have helped make cycling into the sport it is today. One of my personal favorite cyclists is Greg LeMond. He is American and the first non-European cyclist to win the Tour de France. He won not only once, but 3 times. Another favorite of mine is this woman pictured here, Beryl Burton. She was a world champion 5 times and held the title of British Best All-Rounder for 25 consecutive years. A cyclist's #1 goal is to be as aerodynamic as possible, hence the tight-fitting spandex uniforms. A cyclist can typically be seen wearing shorts or bibs, which come with much-needed built-in padding, a jersey, shoes, and a helmet. Other accessories include sunglasses, socks, and gloves. A cyclist's bike is his prized possession. Depending on your purpose for riding, they can come in several different styles and are made from various materials ranging in price from $80 to $3,000. However, most bikes include a frame, gearing, steering, brakes, and tires. You might be thinking, all this sounds great, but why should I start riding? Well, you can ride a bicycle almost anywhere at any time of the year without spending a fortune. Many people avoid certain sports because of the high level of skill that seems to be required. However, once you learn to ride a bike, there's no going back. All you need is a bike and a bit of confidence. The health benefits of riding are significant. It increases muscle tone, improves heart health, improves coordination, and reduces stress, just to name a few. Because this activity can easily be modified, cycling is not just for young people. More and more elderly people are seeing the long-term benefits of riding. Big cities such as Tokyo, San Francisco, and Amsterdam have seen the economic and environmental advantages and other benefits such as reduced taxes and health care. They offer incentives to individuals who choose to bike instead of drive. Some of the benefits include decreased traffic congestion, improved air quality, and reduced obesity. As I mentioned earlier, there are many different types of cycling. The first use I'll mention is biking for recreation or enjoyment, and the majority of people ride for this purpose. Recreational biking is a good way to combine fitness and family time. It's also a great way to reduce stress and encourage children to get some much-needed time out of doors. Another type of cycling is mountain biking, and this is my personal favorite. Mountain biking involves riding bicycles off-road over rough terrain, using specially designed mountain bikes. This type of cycling requires endurance, core strength and balance, bike handling skills, and self-reliance. Road racing is the last type of cycling I'm going to mention, but it's definitely not the end. Races can range from a few kilometers to distances over 1,000 miles, such as the Tour de France. Road racers depend on skinnier tires, multiple gears, and a technique called drafting to reach speeds of up to 35 miles per hour. Now that I mentioned the different options, here are a few opportunities nearby. The first and most popular local destination is the Longleaf Trace, which is a 41-mile paved road between Hattiesburg and Prentice. This beautiful area was created in 2000 as part of the Rails to Trails project and is currently looking to expand to downtown Hattiesburg and Petal. Other options include spin classes, the Golden Eagle Trail Complex, and races such as Camp Shelby Gravel Grind and Trekking the Trace. There are also multiple opportunities to meet other people who are involved with the sport. Groups such as the Hub City Cyclists meet every Saturday to ride. Still not convinced? My brother got me involved in the sport last year, and I have been in love ever since. Pictured below are my road and mountain bike and a group that I ride with every Saturday. I'm about to ride my first race on March 13th called the Rue Robet, 106-mile race starting in St. Francisville, Louisiana, so wish me luck. If you have listened to this presentation and decided you want to try it out, there are several options available. Local bicycle shops such as Judd's Perfect Endurance Bikes and Moore's Bike Shop have all the equipment you need to get started, and websites such as bicycling.com can help answer all your cycling questions I may not have answered in this presentation. With this presentation, I hope you have gotten a glimpse of the various benefits of cycling, have a better appreciation of the sport, and have considered a new hobby. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me or consult any of the resources I have mentioned above.